There's been a lot of talk these days about how we should respect law enforcement, how law enforcement gets a bum rap, and how people need to just come to their grips and kind of like wrap their head around the idea that, police need our backup. And you know what? I'm cool with that. You're right. There are some good police that deserve our full respect. But then there's some police like these guys over here that deserve nothing but jail time. Baltimore Police Department recently has arrested 7 of its own. That's right, 7 of its own officers of the Gun Trace Task Force. Through the years of 2015 and 2016, up until they were just taken off the force, these guys were collecting money hand over fist. They were locking people up, pulling them over, detaining them, searching them, taking what they found. They were falsifying records, falsifying overtime pay. One officer falsified $83,000 worth of free overtime. Most of the time he spent in Myrtle Beach. This happened. A collaborative effort between the DEA and the FBI is what cracked it. They cracked it with wiretaps. Let me give you a little bit more detail. Local and federal law enforcement officials on Wednesday announced the arrest and indictment of 7 Baltimore Police Department officers in a large corruption case that the police commissioner calls disgraceful. According to the U.S. Attorney's Office, the officers are being charged in connection with the racketeering conspiracy and racketeering offenses, including robbing victims, filing false affidavits, and making fraudulent overtime claims. One of the officers is even charged in drug distribution. Because, see, the whole plan was sort of like training day. You find somebody with drugs on them, guns, money, take it. Don't file a police report. Just put it in your pocket. This went on and on. And the worst thing about it is these officers were doing this right, if you remember Freddie Gray case in Baltimore, it was going on at the same time. So while one part of the police department was trying to clear its name from Freddie Gray's accident, we've got these officers taking as much money as humanly possible. Want some more? Check it out. According to the indictment, police officers stole money, property, drugs from victims, some of whom had committed no crime. The officers also allegedly swore out false affidavits, submitted false official indictment reports or incident reports, and engaged in large-scale time and attendance fraud. The U.S. Attorney's Office said the officers committed robberies and extortion between 2015 and 2016. Wow. According to the indictment, 5 of the 7 officers committed robbery and extortion beginning in 2015 before joining the task force. In some cases, there was no evidence of criminal conduct by the victims at all. They stole money that had been legally obtained. So yeah, because I'm sure in the comment section I'm going to get people saying, well, they were stealing from crooks. No. Often it was just regular people like you. They'd come to your house and they would have a fake warrant and they would take what they wanted. Don't you think these people were afraid to talk? These are police. Heck, I'm a little paranoid doing this story because they are police. But I'm going to do it anyway because it needs to be told. According to the indictment, the defendants stole money, property, drugs by detaining victims, entering their homes, conducting traffic stops, and swearing out false search warrant affidavits. These guys were brazen. The defendants also allegedly obstructed the investigation by alerting each other about potential investigations of their criminal conduct, coaching one another to give false testimony to police, and turning off their body cameras to avoid recording encounters with civilians, according to the indictment. I listened to Donald Trump last night give his first congressional address, and there was a part in there where he talked about the need to respect law enforcement. I agree. There's a need to respect law enforcement. It's law enforcement like this that give us nothing to respect. I'm Tim Black. Follow me at TimBlackTV.com. Subscribe to this channel. Become a part of my wolf pack. I won't cheat you. I appreciate it.